when someone sets out to start a virtual practice, what what do what do they need what do they need to have in place, right, first, in order to be successful in a virtual environment and really take advantage of what you're talking about here?
You don't need much. That's the cool part about virtual. It's very little expense. Now my mind always goes towards the client generation first. Can I generate clients for this field, for this new law firm that I'm going to start? And that's where I go first. And at this point, I've kind of been able to systematize it through a series of questions that I ask either myself or people that I'm going to enter this new relationship with to be able to start a law firm. And I'm going to pull it out and see what kind of questions they have. So if you're thinking about either going into a new niche or new practice, this is what it comes down to, these particular questions. Just give me a moment to pull it out. So first is clearly explain the problem your clients have before they hire you. The problem is where we start at in plain language. Second is what's the geographic location you can target? Ideally, your state. If you can be federal, even better, but definitely not city. City, I don't think is enough for you to be able to consistently get enough clients for you to have a scalable automated virtual law firm. Third is who are your top 3 direct competitors? Who's in your field? Go study who they are. Are they running ads? Are they not running ads? If they're running ads, who has the best websites? Okay, what can we learn from that? Next is what qualifying questions do you want your leads to answer? So for you to qualify them to see whether you can even call them to see whether you can sign them up. So qualifying questions, and these are like pre-qualifying questions, not intake questions, kind of qualifying questions is the way that I kind of look at it, which I'm sure answering legal helps you guys be able to establish those. Next is describe your ideal dream client. Who are they? How old are they? What are the job titles? What do they look like? Male or female? Things like that. Next is what are the specific results your dream clients get after the case is settled? Okay, the result, not what they get, but the result of what they get. So not a, this is for immigration lawyer. You're not helping your clients get a green card. No, always take it to the next step. Now that they have a green card, what's a result? How does it make their life better? What do they benefit? And what do they avoid as a result of that? So it's a second layer. Next is, do you have any proof of you being able to help your clients? These Solomon checks, happy clients, those are things that make your marketing much easier and your website and your funnels help optimize for that. Next is, do you currently have a database of these contact information of your potential clients? Okay, instead of maybe trying to find new people, what if one of we set up some automations to go reach out to all those people? And then, and I think that is like the big gist of it. So, and then the other thing also is like, what's the average client worth to you? So that way we could figure out the numbers, work it backwards. Let's just say a client is worth $5,000. If that's the case, what's your conversion rate when you do get a lead? You usually just say 1 out of 5 calls turn into a client. So if that's the case, your target, let's actually, let me back it up. $5,000 is your average. How much are you willing to spend to get a $5,000 client? Usually want to have a 300% ROI. So if that's the case, I'm willing to spend $1,500 to get a $5,000 client. If that's the case, how many leads do you convert to turn into a client? Let's just say 1 out of 5. So if that's the case, my target cost per lead is $300, and then work backwards to help you decide how much you can spend in marketing. And so that's the math side of it. And then pretty much what I just shared with you in the last 5 minutes. I know it was kind of like I did it quickly, but if need be, go back, like rewind it 2 minutes, break all those down. And that is pretty much everything you need to be able to start a law firm with all the marketing, with all creating the websites and the funnels and everything you need to be able to run a successful law firm.